Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Wake Up with Bunny. I am so excited you're here. And like Balancer says, be sure and like, subscribe, and share with your friends. If you are digging this show, I love you guys being in here. So thank you so much for being here. I've got my coffee. I left my water cup in the vehicle, and so therefore, there are no other glasses apparently in the entire house. I don't know why. You guys haven't seen this mug in a while, but I'm ringing in autumn right here. This is what I'm shooting for. Whoo! This is going to be a great day. Happy Thursday. It's wake up morning. It's morning hustle morning. I've got a consult after morning hustle. Like, life is good. It is going to be a great day. And I'm excited that you are here to share it with me. All right, let's jump into the interwebs and see what is in store here for us. Girls hate making decisions. They just want you to come. She just wants to come along for the ride. This is 1000% true. Vigilante justice will return in this country, in this century, in America, in a big way. I don't want to think about that because girls don't think about things like that. Okay. Who wants to tell them? Oh my gosh, man, I love Ryan. He just says it like it is. And oh my God. Okay. I swear to fuck Myron and Sneeko need to walk away, walk into the ocean and take this teenager. Oh, a red-pilled man isn't allowed to shame stupid hoes. That's some beta shit right there. Nothing experienced at all about giving attention to sluts. Bro, don't talk to my abs that way or my kids. Oh my gosh. Man, Ryan always pulls out. He does his research. He does his research. Oh my gosh. Nick. Oh my gosh. You're so worked up that you're seeing Jesus in a piece of burnt toast. Bro, do you even lift? Oh my God. And guys, I mean, if you guys don't follow Nick August, I suggest you do. He also has I think it's Substack, but he does an email and I think it's pretty solid. I like him. He's a lot edgier. To me, Nick is kind of like the Joe Rogan of our little neighborhood. He's kind of does not give a fuck. Like, it's pretty great. So if you're not on his list, I suggest that you jump on that. On a completely unrelated note, let's see about this.
Is this organic? Veganism. I don't want it. This is my protein-filled breakfast. You all need to stop killing animals. Veganism. Stop killing animals. I'd like to book to come to the ayahuasca retreat, please. Namaste. Hi, I'm Nicole, and I'm vegan. You're all murderers. Look at this. Love and light. Is this organic? Veganism. I don't want it. This is my protein-filled breakfast.
She is hot, and she doesn't look like any vegan I've ever met. Oh, I'm pretty darn sure she's oh my gosh, that is hilarious. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look, sometimes I. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I piss sitting down so I can look at my phone, okay? I'm doing it right now. I'm tweeting midstream. It's great. Oh my God. I piss sitting down when I get up in the middle of the night because it's dark as hell and I don't want to get yelled at for urine for the urine paint job I do otherwise. Guys, this is a universal problem, okay? I was laughing yesterday because like Fort Worth got up to go pee and I'm like, when you're half asleep, and this is a legit question. I didn't ask him, but I'm gonna ask you guys. Especially when you get up like in the middle of the night or when you're like half asleep, why don't you just pee in the sink? Wouldn't that be easier? Like, genuinely, guys, I want to understand this. Why? I think that peeing in the sink would be so much easier to do. It's just right there. You essentially just set your dick in there and you go pee and you like rinse the sink a little bit and you get out of there. So talk to me. Tell me what's going on there, because I think that would be a lot easier than even dealing with a toilet when you're like half asleep. But Billy Pratt has a good point here. You can't pee in the sink if you want to play on your phone. Like, that's kind of like if you want to tweet midstream, you're not going to probably be able to do that while peeing in the sink. Oh, I'm reading this tweet from that position now. Oh, sometimes when I have a particularly strong morning erection, I sit down to piss so I don't have to contort my spine. to not piss on the ceiling. Oh my gosh. This is cracking me up this morning. Okay. That has nothing to do with dating and relationships, but I find it comical. Oh, here we go. Oh, there are going to be so many red flags here, guys. I
got an ass so big like the sun. I hope you got a mouth for it. Think I want to run. Slap it in my face. Shove it down my... This is my son, Mozzie, and I'm currently trying to get us out the hood stink. This is my go-to song. I got an ass so big like the sun. I hope you got a mouth for it. Think I want to run. Slap it in my face. Shove it down my... This is my son, Mozzie, and I'm currently trying to get us out the hood stink.
Oh my gosh.
This is my go-to song.
I will say that her go-to song as an attempt to get her out of the hood, I would say that there are a lot of things that are not working in her favor to get her out of the hood. Oh, so many things. Yes, girls are never too busy for a man that she's attracted to. There are so many men that we consult with and that reach out to us in various forms that go, well, she's in school right now, or well, she's working on a big project, or well, I know she's got a lot going right now. But the fact of the matter is that we all go to the restroom. We all have moments of downtime. You don't have to write a book to one another in order to stay connected and to make plans or to just kind of reach out to someone. It can be seconds. It can be moments. You know, there are so many times when girls are on their phones communicating with the office, communicating with other friends, communicating with professors, whatever the case may be. She's not too busy for any man that she is truly interested in. Fort Worth was just teasing me yesterday. He said, you know, you had all this stuff going when I met you. You had all these things like working at the same time. And, you know, he said, I knew none of it. I knew none of it existed because when I reached out, you answered right away. When I wanted to get together, you were always available for that. And this is absolutely true. Girls will move heaven and earth for a guy that they are truly interested in. So if she is absolutely not making it easy to be in touch or to meet up, she's not that into you. Period. 1000%. I will say, for those of you who are in like more relationship with someone, and the girl is, let's say she's in law school. Law school's an ass kicker. It's 3 years of having no friends, no social life, and no outside interests whatsoever outside of law school. If you're chasing a future attorney, shame on you in the first place. Shame on you in the first place. And this is coming from someone who actually wanted to go to law school, not because I'm any big bulldog powerhouse, but there are so many things you can do with a JD. Anyway, there are very few exceptions. So a girl who is working on, she's about to have to defend her thesis or something like that, where there's a really, really, really big exam, like a bar exam, an MCAT, like something along those lines. There's a big exam coming up, or a genuinely big project that will take a lot of her mental energy. Those are both very short-lived things. So if she's dealing with that, it's for weeks, months tops. It's not forever. So if you're trying to get into a relationship with someone who is in that kind of situation, understand that she genuinely doesn't have time. But this is the rare exception to this rule, that girls are never too busy for a man that she's attracted to. Very few women are in that boat. Very few women are that important and have that little time on their hands. So understand that, and know that you always err on the side of knowing that you're the best thing going for her, and her not reaching out, her not being available to you means that she doesn't see it, and you need to move on. When she is attracted to you, she is restless. Most of the time, she is thinking about you. This is really good. Really good. Oh, that's hilarious. You mentioning the MCAT gave me Vietnam War flashbacks. I respect that. It's a lot. This is a great point. Girls, this is, and I've never heard it said this way, but it's absolutely true. Girls are restless when you're not like reaching out to them, when she's not doing something actively involving getting in front of you, being able to see you next, what she's going to wear next time she sees you, making plans with you. Girls get restless. She's thinking about you. She's planning her time with you. So whether that means she gets to go shopping for a new dress, whether she's looking for accessories, whether she's planning a party or an outing with you, she's thinking about what you're going to do next time she gets to see you. This is for the girls who are attracted to you. If you're not on her radar, then that is where she falls off and you don't hear from her. She doesn't respond to your messages in a timely fashion at all. And she's not available for meeting up. So that's a really great point. In fact, I'm going to just retweet that right now. I love it. Pierced nipples means she's been gangbanged. I love Rivellino. He cracks me up. Oh my gosh. Oh, this video is circulating again. That's kind of a shame. What a moron. And this is truly a room full of men who are, I'm gonna just say the S word. They're simping after her. They're losing their minds that she just crushed a beer can on her head to crack it open, and then, you know, like got some of it in her mouth, because really it's just pouring all over the place. But they're rewarding her for behaving like a man or a boy. It's so disappointing. A couple were fighting near me and she asked me to intervene, so I did. This is going to be funny. Lee always puts out good stuff.
Bro. Thank you. Right?
Oh gosh, that's funny. All right, let's see what Balancer's asking real quick. Woo! Bunny, any tips on how to tell whether a waitress is just providing good service or she's interested in me? We don't have a tipping culture here. I have one who feels like she goes out of her way. That's really interesting. Okay. Story time. When I moved to Wisconsin, I was determined to meet everyone in the entire region. And so I went to work for the local coffee shop. It was like the living room of the area. And in doing so, I truly met everyone there is, because I just love to jump into new places and meet everyone and really ingrain myself in the new community and area that I'm living. That being said, we used to joke all the time that we needed a sign that said your barista is not flirting with you, because it's just like it's good service to almost be flirtatious with clients, with customers. It's how women are wired to operate. We flirt our way to the top. We flirt our way to bigger tips. This is a good point that you don't live in a tipping culture, but it's still good culturally for her to give good service. You know, the best way to decide, Balancer, if this girl is truly interested in you or if she's just giving good service, is to just go on and ask her out. There's no harm that can be done for going, hey, you know, what are you doing after work today? I'd love to take you, you know, to do something, you know, have a plan. I'd love to meet you for drinks tonight if you're up for it, or, you know, something along those lines. If, you know, if you're of age, if she's of age, maybe go for drinks. If that's not something that you guys culturally would enjoy doing, find something that is an acceptable, safe, something that will make her feel safe, because you are still a relative stranger to her. She doesn't know you. She doesn't know your family, things of that nature. You know, what are you doing after? The worst thing that could happen is she says no. And then you have your answer. The best way to know if a girl is interested in you is to ask her out. If she says no, then you have your answer. Oftentimes what we say is 1 no means ask again. 2 no means no. So if you ask her and she's like, oh, that's sweet, I can't, you know, something along those lines, then maybe ask her again. You sure? You know, or ask her again another time. If she says no twice, that has given her time to think about it. Because listen, girls' default setting is no. Our default setting when we're asked out, when we're asked for something, is no. So she may say no and really think about it and go, oh, why did I say no? I would have loved to have done that. So ask a second time. If she says no again, the answer is no. And then you have your answer, whether she's really interested in you, or whether she's just giving good service. Now, that does not mean if she says no, listen, balancer, listen to this. If she says no, if she's not interested, that does not mean that you have to stop going to this restaurant or to this eatery or to this coffee shop, okay? It doesn't have to get weird just because she says no. It's you pass it off as if nothing ever happened. You don't get upset. You don't get frustrated. You don't get embarrassed and tuck tail and never go in that place again. You just go on about your business like nothing ever happened. Best case scenario, she says yes. She jumps on it. She's like, yeah, that actually would be great. And then you know that she wasn't just providing you good service. She was actually flirting with you. She was genuinely interested in showing her interest. So then you guys go and you have a great date. Maybe you like her, maybe you don't. She needs to qualify herself to you. So if you are ever questioning whether a girl likes you, the quickest way to answer that question is go on and ask her out. But don't ask her out in a wishy-washy way. Do you want to do something sometime? Would you like to hang out sometime? That is like, that is just like, No girl wants to get asked out that way. She will definitely say no. And she will definitely, if she had any interest in you, she will be turned off by that. Say, hey, what are you doing after work today? Or what are you doing Thursday? A day that whatever day you have available. Hey, what are you doing tomorrow night? I'd love to take you to this comedy club that I just heard about. It just opened up. I think it's going to be really good. I was going to go, and I'd love for you to go with me. Something along those lines. Figure something out. Go in with a plan. Don't be nervous. It's easy for me to say. Don't be nervous. I will talk to anyone. I have no fear of that whatsoever. So all it takes is 3 seconds of bravery to say, hey, you want to go out? If she says yes, she likes you, period. That's how you know if she's just giving good customer service or if she genuinely likes you. Let's see. I bet top dollar the girl at the party will have, I'm tired of playing games under Tinder bio. Yeah, for sure. It's true. It's true. Woo, good stuff this morning, guys. All right. I'm in favor of mass deportations. I don't talk about political stuff, blah, blah, blah. Male depression is healthy. Oh, my gosh. That's not what it says at all. Male depression is nearly always a result of learned helplessness, but health providers treat it like female depression and try to make the man feel loved instead of powerful. Ooh, that may be his best tweet ever. Wow. That is on it. I gotta repost that real quick. That is fascinating. And I can see that as being 1000% accurate. I know nobody probably wants to jump into this, but think of if you've ever had phases of depression, whether you feel like it was instigated from like familial problems or struggles, stresses in your life, financial problems, financial risks that you're taking. Have you felt like the treatment that you reached out for was truly tailored for you as a man? Or did you feel like it was an effeminized kind of dealing with the problem? Because I can totally see that as being a real concern. That's funny. Your heated seat subscription has expired. I think this is probably pretty accurate. I talk a lot about how, it's a known fact that things just used to last longer. They used to just be just across the board. I think my parents still have a blender that they were given for their wedding, and they've almost been married 50 years. I mean, this is just the fact. And the same is true with cars that are on the road that are from 50s, 60s, 70s. We saw a car show downtown just over the weekend, and there were original Corvettes. There were cars that have been around for as long as cars have been around, and they are still able to be babied along in order to operate. Meanwhile, a vehicle that's 2 years old is absolutely falling apart. Everything is just junk on it. It's just insane. But this same thing is true for, I would say, relationships. There's a different mindset in the world today that just makes everything so much more disposable. And that's a shame. There's our fake vegan. Oh, that's so funny. Become the greatest man your bloodline has ever seen. Now that is a powerful message. I like that. That's incredible. This is another account I really recommend that everyone follow. Save Your Sons. It's such a good timeline. It's such a good account. Helping men be the leaders their families deserve. It's such a good description of that account. It's really solid, and I recommend that everyone follow it. I think even women should follow it, because even if they're not in our neck of the woods, because it kind of gives you as a female a better idea of the struggles and challenges and goals that men have for their masculinity and for their very male lives. So I think it's a really good account to follow. Let's see. If I'm watching Price is Right, you're goddamn right. I want to see this clumsy yodeling bastard. Oh, guys, I am so glad you joined me this morning. Thank you for joining me every Monday through Saturday at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you're not on the Bunny Report list, please jump on it. All you have to do is go to my profile. You will see everything there is to see about how to sign up for that email list. And there it is. And jump in there. I say it's a weekly email list because that takes some of the pressure off. But truly, I try to email at least every other day. But I try to really deliver high quality content in those emails. Those things are like mini books. I write a lot. I dig deep into stuff. And a lot of the questions come from submitting a question for Q&A on my website at myplayboysbunny.com/men. You will find a place to submit a question for Q&A. And also just in the chat box, in my consults, in all the different ways that you have to reach out to me and let me know what you're dealing with, because that's where I get the greatest insight into what kind of emails you guys need me to write about, what kind of girl brain info you are still frustrated and confused and challenged by. So that's where I get my greatest information and my greatest kind of ways to help and be a resource to you. So please jump on that email list if you haven't already. And the next email will be going out very soon. You guys, go lift heavy things, go have some hot sex, and go accomplish something. It is going to be a great Thursday, and I am excited for all of you to enjoy it. Bye.